Oh, good. Okay. Good morning and welcome to South Beach in Miami and to my hotel room. I am Mel Robbins and this is Coffee Talk, my weekday live broadcast. And yes, I have my coffee this morning, thank goodness. And if you are somebody who is struggling to figure out what your passion is in life, this Coffee Talk is for you. If you have a friend or a son or a daughter or a niece or a nephew who is struggling to figure out what their passion is, they don't know what to do with their life, this coffee talk is for them and you should absolutely share it with them. So let's talk about passion. Passion is a really interesting topic because most of us have the wrong definition of passion. And for a long time, I did too. I get asked all the time, Gina, put a question on Instagram because on Wednesday or on Friday, which was our last live broadcast, we were talking all about energy and about your inner compass. And Gina said, Mel, I'm really struggling to figure out what my purpose is. I have too many talents. How do I find my place in the world? Sorry, I just heard this loud noise, so I didn't know what it is. And I'm in a hotel, so I'm sure people are not happy with the fact that I am doing a live broadcast. So I'm going to keep my voice down just a little bit to be respectful of the people around me. So if you're struggling to find your passion, why don't you give me a thumbs up? Because this broadcast and this live training in Coffee Talk with Mel Robbins is going to give you the tools that you need in order to think about passion differently. And that's the problem. You see, the problem with passion is that you and I have bought into this massive fantasy world where we think that passion is a person or a place or a thing that somehow, like a needle in a needle in a haystack, that you are somehow just going to stumble into the thing and you're going to find that one person, or you're going to find that one thing that you're meant to do, or you're going to find that career. And honestly, we got to change the way that you think about passion and purpose before you will actually be able to bring it into your life. Because the truth is, passion isn't in a person, it isn't in a place, and it isn't in a thing. It's something inside of you. And when you flip the definition of what passion is, and when you actually understand what you're looking for when you say, I want to discover my passion, then you'll be able to create more of it in your life. Okay, so let me give you a new definition of what passion is. You ready? Let me tell you what Gina's actually asking about when she says, I'm struggling to figure out my purpose and my passion. You ready? Here's your new definition of passion. Passion is simply energy. That's all that it is, okay? Passion is what you feel when you are energized and excited about what you're doing, okay? I want you to think about that for a minute. I want you to think about a moment in time when you felt incredibly passionate about something, okay? And why don't you in the comments tell me where are you watching from and tell me about a moment in time when you felt incredibly passionate about what you were doing, about where you were, about the people that you were with. Describe that moment for me, because when you start to really investigate passion as energy, this is what you're going to discover. Those moments when you were super passionate, like I'm sure my kids would write down when they're doing community theater with all their friends. I would write down whenever I'm doing any kind of creative project with my team, I'm incredibly energized. Whenever I'm doing group exercise stuff, climbing a mountain, doing a 5K race, doing some sort of walkathon, I'm incredibly energized by that. Whenever I'm doing some sort of creative project, incredibly energized by that. Whenever I'm working with our video team, incredibly energized by that. Whenever I am coaching someone or giving advice, I am incredibly energized by that. And so, what I want you to understand is that if you look back on your life, you have had moments where you have felt passion. Now, I'm being very deliberate in how I'm talking this morning on Coffee Talk because passion is a huge topic for so many of you. And you've been so focused on trying to figure out what job is going to make me passionate. What job is my passion? What is my purpose on the earth? I'm going to tell you what your purpose on earth is right now. Your purpose on earth is to figure out how to align your life so that you feel more energized and excited by it. That's it. And it begins with you following the energy and following your natural enthusiasm. You're not going to think your way to passion. You can't think your way to finding something that you feel in your heart. It doesn't work that way. You got to feel your way into it. It's inside of you. Do you understand? There's no passion out there somewhere. The passion is in here. And so what you have to do first is you've got to stop thinking that you're going to find it somewhere. And you've got to realize that passion is about unlocking something that's already in you. And so here's the thing. So for those of you that have been watching Coffee Talk for a while, or you've read the 5-Second Rule book, or maybe you used the 5-Second Journal, or maybe you took Mindset Reset with us this January, you've probably heard me talk about the fact that inside of you there is power. You have an inner compass. And that inner compass is always guiding you. And learning how to read that inner compass is essential if you want to unlock the passion that's already naturally inside you. Passion, again, isn't a person, place, or thing that you're going to find. It is a state of being that you unlock inside of yourself. And it is there, and you can tap into it right now. So there is an inner compass inside of you that I call an energy gauge. It's an energy gauge that reads the energy in you and around you. And that energy gauge goes from moments when you feel depleted, dead, and empty to moments where on the other side of the gauge, you feel energized, alive, expanded. And so the truth is, your natural state, believe it or not, is to be on the energized, expanded side of the internal compass that's in you. And so you are never really lost. I'm telling you this. I know you may feel lost. I know you may feel defeated. I know you may feel depleted. I know you may feel stuck. These are all temporary states. And one of the fastest ways for you to start to change how you feel about where you are in your life is to tune inward and to start to read the energy. Because if you feel stuck, your natural energy is depleted. If you feel despair, your natural energy is depleted. And the fastest way to start to shift that is to shift the energy inside you and to start to align your life towards things that energize you, okay? Things that excite you. And if you look at your life and you're like, oh my God, I don't know anything that excites me. I don't know anything that energizes me. Don't despair. I have something that you can do today that will help you to start to align your life in small ways towards things that naturally energize you. Many of you know that I'm a huge partner of Audible's, and we have just released a brand new Audible original project called Take Control of Your Life. You don't need to buy it. If you're interested in it, it's called Take Control of Your Life. It's 6 coaching sessions. It's 10 hours long. There's a bazillion takeaways. And in the first coaching session, I talked to a guy named Dan who felt really stuck. He knew what he was passionate about. He didn't know how to follow it. If you don't know what you're passionate about, listening to the session will help you figure it out. But more importantly, your body knows what you're passionate about. Because all you have to do is start asking yourself, do I want to take a class in wine tasting? Do I want to take a class in gardening? Do I want to take a class in video production? Do I want to take a class in painting? Do I want to take a class in accounting? And whatever it is that your body's like, ooh, that sounds cool. That's what naturally energizes you because you reacted positively to it with enthusiasm, with excitement. I also talk about this, by the way, in Amy's session because Amy has no clue what her dream or her passion is, just like you might not have any clue. And so I asked her the questions I'm going to ask you. What energizes and excites you? And when you start to anchor the process of leaning into and opening up the passion inside you by asking yourself questions, what energizes me? What excites me? What are the things in my life that I have always been interested in? Who am I jealous of? What would I do for free? What do I want to learn more about? All these questions are about unlocking your natural curiosity, your natural energy, your natural enthusiasm. If you're in a bookstore, what topics do you naturally gravitate towards? When's the last time you felt energized? What are the things that come so easily to you? Inside of the answers to those questions, by the way, are everything that you need to know about unlocking more of a feeling of energy and excitement. You're not searching out there for it. You're looking for clues internally as to what gets awakened inside of you when you pursue things that energize you. So, again, your new definition of passion: passion is not a person, place, or thing. Passion is the energy that you feel when you're excited, when you're expanded, when you're learning new things. And so you got to stop thinking about it and you've got to start feeling your way into it. Now, if you haven't listened to Take Control, you can go to melrobbins.com/take control and you can download a free workbook. It's 55 pages long that are going to help you figure out what naturally energizes you. If you look at pages 10, 11, 42, and 43, those are the exercises that go along with Dan's coaching session and Amy's coaching session. There's going to be a ton of questions in there that you can ask yourself to start to go in the internal exploration of figuring out what's the thing that makes you feel passionate. Not what is my passion. Stop saying that. What makes me feel passionate? What energizes me? What excites me? And if you're so lost that you can't even ask those questions, don't worry. If you go to the 5-Second Journal, and again, if you go to 5secondjournal.com, use the word 5secondjournal.com, there are free templates there. The energy gauge that I talked about, where you read whether or not something depletes you and shrinks you and makes you feel stuck, or whether or not things expand you and make you feel energized and full of possibility. The 5-second journaling method that I use every morning, that we've taught to hundreds of thousands of people around the world, there are free templates at 5secondjournal.com. And one of the things that you can start to do is on the template for the 5-second journal that are free on the website, the first thing that you do every morning when you use my journaling method is you assess the energy gauge. Did you wake up depleted? Did you wake up energized? Did you wake up feeling lost? Did you wake up feeling excited? And one of the reasons why I coach you to do this is because all of the research says that your mood in your morning impacts your focus and productivity and happiness all day long. And so I want you to start your mornings by paying attention to what's the natural energy in you, and then being deliberate about doing one thing that'll boost it. What are things that boost it? You can make a date to see a friend. You can listen to music. You can meditate. You can exercise. You can work on a passion project. You can pursue something that naturally excites you. You can listen to an audiobook. You can go for a walk. There's a million things that you can do to slightly shift your energy. And so I'm bringing this up because if you're truly in a jam and you're so stuck you don't even know where to begin, the best place would be to go to 5secondjournal.com, download the free template, and push yourself to use this journaling method every single morning so that you learn how to start to read your energy gauge. Because here's the deal. Again, energy or passion isn't a thing, dude. It's not a thing you find. It's not a person. It's not something you pursue. Passion is energy you feel. So if you want more passion in your life, it means you want to feel more energized. What can you do today that will make you feel more energized? Put it in the comments right now. What are you going to do today that's going to make you feel more energized? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I am signed up to go to one of these crazy boot camp classes. I'm really nervous because after having 3 children, jumping around is not a fun thing for my bladder. And I'm at a very fancy gym and there's a lot of fancy people here, and that always makes me very nervous because, as you can tell, no makeup, I look terrible, my hair looks like garbage. I really don't care about being all that fancy. That's going to energize me. I'm going to hate going. I'm going to be scared. But by the time I'm doing it and I'm done, I will feel so energized and I will feel so expanded. And this is going to be a very hard and confronting thing for me because I'm not in the best of shape and I'm staying at a hotel where it seems like it's nothing but Instagram models. That's a whole nother story. But even though it's scary, even though it's confronting, it still expands me and energizes me to push myself to do it. So I'm going. What are you going to do to expand, to energize, to explore curiosity, to push yourself today? Something that may be a little scary, may be out of your comfort zone, may just be something you love to do. Maybe you're going to make a playlist on Spotify today, something you've been talking about forever, and you're going to listen to it, and the music's going to lift you up. It can be something tiny, and this is what you got to understand. Passion is something you feel, which is such good news because it means you can bring it into your life today. You don't have to keep telling yourself that it's going to take years to figure this out. Your purpose in life is to unlock that freaking shell that you live in and to pull your heart to the forward and to live your life with more energy and more enthusiasm and to pursue the things, to lean into the things that really call to you. Because when you do that, the real you shows up, the unencumbered you shows up, the heart and soul of who you are shows up. And then we get to experience you. That's your purpose. There's only one you. And when you lock yourself in a shell and when you silence yourself and when you hide out and you isolate yourself, we don't get to experience you. And so your true purpose is to figure out how to come out of that shell and live heart forward so we get to feel the essence and the energy of you because no one else can be you. No one else has your energy. No one else has your passion. No one else has your DNA. There will never be another you. And the longer you hide out and the longer that you restrict yourself from opening up and sharing your natural enthusiasm with people and pursuing the things that you're called to do, the more you do that, holy cow, you're robbing us of really getting to experience the real you. And so your purpose is to push through the excuses, push through the fear, push through the insecurity and the anxiety, and show up as the real you. And that is the most energized you, the happiest you, the most connected you, the unencumbered you. And that's all about you unlocking the energy in here. You do that and you will live with passion. You don't pursue it, you live with it. And by the way, you can do that and still have a shitty job you hate. You can do that and still have a body that you're feeling unhealthy in. You can do that and be going through a divorce. You can do that and be single. You can do that and not have your life be perfect. Because again, passion is something that you feel. It's a way in which you live. It's not something you pursue. It doesn't mean perfection, everybody. In fact, my most passionate moments in my life are moments when I'm figuring shit out. I'm trying to pay bills. I don't know how I'm going to pay the bills, but I'm in action and I'm energized and I'm going for it. I'm certainly not going to be perfect in this exercise class I'm taking. I'm sure I'll be the class clown, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to show up and be passionate. That's how you live with passion. Let me see if we've got any questions. For those of you that have been listening to Take Control, please, 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 first of all, thank you for doing it. Please, please, please go to the reviews on Audible or Amazon. If you want to do something for me, just go to the reviews and leave us a honest review about what you got out of it. It's easy to critique an author. Why don't you tell the world what you actually learned? Because that's going to help other people, okay? Let's see, Olga from Russia. She says she's going to use this to help the youth that she's teaching. Simon in California says, when I'm heading someone... Oh, I got it. Olga says that she is passionate when she's teaching. Junior Silverson says he is passionate when he's helping you. Simon says in California, when I'm meeting somebody and I get a new perspective. Super, super, super awesome. Michael in St. Louis, let me tell you what they had to say about Take Control. He just finished the Take Control of Your Life audiobook. He said it was incredible, great life lessons. There's a lot of takeaways. I have dyslexia and had huge learning issues growing up and still think my insecurities are still holding me back. I work hard to be my best every day. So I want to thank Michael for the shout out. And I hope that Casey's session that you listened to, who was also somebody who's learning disabilities or have carried over into insecurities in their adult life. I hope that really helped. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be talking about something really cool, and that's how fear starts in your body before you realize and think about it in your mind, and how important it is for you to spot how fear is cropping up in your body before it hits your mind, because you can read the physical signals before your thoughts start to spiral, and that's a super cool skill to have. So, thank you for watching Coffee Talk. If this was helpful to you, please share it with people. This is our live, mostly weekdays broadcast. We will be live Thursday and Friday this week while I'm here in Miami. If you see me, by all means, say hello. I love meeting everybody in person. In case nobody else tells you today, I want to be the one to tell you that I love you and I believe in your ability to change your life for the better, because I know that you can change how you think. I know you can make small changes in what you're doing every day that add up to amazingly spectacular things. And that's why I'm here every day, to remind you that you got this, to remind you that you can do better and be better. And that's also why I love you, because you're watching this and you're investing in yourself. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday. And thanks for watching Coffee Talk. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, and here, let's see. Hi, everybody on Facebook and YouTube. I've got to close this. Bye. Let's see. Okay. Have an awesome day.